Urban+Shenhao+Beauty+System+Shuangwen+IQ online, Jiang Tai is an ordinary senior student who was ruthlessly abandoned by his girlfriend during his internship. However, by chance, he triggered the divine creation system. By encountering school flowers, beautiful teachers, former money seekers, top-notch flight attendants, sweet nurses, abstinence lawyers waiting for all kinds of beautiful women to grow step by step and enhance their strength. Let's see how an ordinary person flips their hands to cover the clouds and rain, and reaches the pinnacle of the world. Chapter 1. Countdown to Beautiful Women. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Tai, I have already made it very clear. I hope you don't bother me again. Near Dongsha Normal University, inside the Miao Language Cafe. Gu Xiaoman said impatiently. Number 34, Xiaoman, I really don't understand why our 3-year relationship can be easily broken. We have been together since our freshman year, visiting so many places, watching so many movies, leaving so many memories, and planning to get married after graduation. That's why number 34, Jiang Tai looked at his girlfriend in front of him and couldn't accept the result. He and Gu Xiaoman are college classmates. He comes from an ordinary family, but he is sunny and handsome. A net height of 1.78 and 6-pack abs are enough to attract many girls in school. And Gu Xiaoman, also known as the class belle, is a 1.65 tall woman with delicate facial features and the ability to put on makeup and dress up, making her the object of admiration for many male classmates. The two got to know each other since their freshman year and had a good impression of each other. They were together in the second semester of their freshman year. 3 years passed in the blink of an eye, and both of them were already in their senior year. Just last week, Gu Xiaoman proposed a breakup. These days, Jiang Tai has been frantically calling and texting, admitting his mistake, trying to make amends, and finally Gu Xiaoman agreed to meet again today to make a decision. He. Getting married. What are you getting married for? Is it just your internship salary? Or is it your income from part-time work at a fast food restaurant at night? Are you ready for a RV? Are you ready for a dowry? It's normal to buy a house in Dongsha for at least 6 million yuan, and get a car worth 3 to 5 million yuan. The dowry is not much, right? Not to mention anything else. Now, tell me, why do you get married with your monthly income of 6 to 7,000 yuan? Gu Xiaoman leaned against his seat and looked coldly at Jiang Tai across from him. His eyes were filled with disdain. But after all, I am still a student, so I am just an intern in the company. After graduation, I will work hard and work hard together. Xiaoman, let's work hard together. All of these things you said will come true. How can we just let go of our relationship in the past 3 years? Jiang Tai's heart had already cooled after hearing Gu Xiaoman's words, but he still made the final effort. Let's work hard together. He. Let me work hard with you, and then live a difficult life together to pay off the mortgage and car loan. How could you have the face to say it? Let women suffer with you, you're still not a man. You don't have to say anything more, Jiang Tai. I've made up my mind. During my internship, I met the right person who can give me a lot of things, but you can't do them. Let's get together and part ways. After speaking, Gu Xiaoman got up and left the Miao Language Cafe. Jiang Tai silently watched Gu Xiaoman leave and saw a Mercedes-Benz E300 parked on the street. Gu Xiaoman opened the car door and entered the car. Then it quickly disappeared from view. The autumn afternoon sun shone through the coffee shop glass and onto Jiang Tai's face, seemingly silently mocking this pure love warrior. For a long time, Jiang Tai let out a light sigh. Since ancient times, many beauties have been fickle, but poor men always have sincerity. It's over. This 3-year relationship has come to an end. After an unknown amount of time, Jiang Tai walked out of the coffee shop. Looking at his small electric car parked on the roadside, Jiang Tai let out a bitter smile. Sure enough, money still comes first in this world. Compared to other people's Mercedes-Benz and BMW, my small electric car is really shabby. Just as Jiang Tai was taking out the key, he suddenly heard a ding sound. Immediately after, sound came from the brain. The creation system has found a suitable host. May I ask if the host is bound? Jiang Tai was taken aback for a moment, then reacted and felt ecstatic in his heart. Isn't this NEMA a legendary system? Did your luck turn around? Clear the host to confirm whether to bind the system, countdown 10 seconds, 10. Confirm binding. As the countdown to the system began in his mind, Jiang Tai quickly responded to the system. Host has confirmed binding, system loading. The system was successfully loaded. With the sound of the system, a picture of data suddenly appeared in Jiang Tai's mind. Name: Jiang Tai. Age: 21 years old. Appearance score: 79 points. Physical strength: 20, average human level, endurance. 30, average level of human network, physical fitness. 5 financial resources: 1,789 yuan. System stage: internship stage. Skill: Eye of God, can see relevant information about the target woman. Hello host, you are currently in the internship stage of the God creation system and need to accept beginner tasks. After completing the beginner tasks, you can successfully become a regular. I'll go. Do I still have beginner tasks? Or is it the internship stage, so strict? By the way, the system, where is my beginner gift package? Hello host, a beginner gift package is only available after successfully completing a beginner's task and becoming a regular member. If the beginner's task fails, the system will determine that becoming a regular member has failed and automatically unbind it. Okay then. Claim the beginner task. The beginner task has been released. The host is requested to meet a woman with an unfamiliar appearance score of 75 or above within today and establish an intimate relationship within 3 days. The task requires that the total cost of achieving the task goal does not exceed 1,500 yuan. Women in the service industry are not included in the calculation. Jiang Tai. System: Jiang Tai, do you want to see what you're talking about? The system allows the host to raise any questions about the task. Jiang Tai, means that I need to spend 1,500 yuan to complete the task within 3 days from meeting a stranger girl to establishing an intimate relationship. The system is right. Jiang Tai felt a commotion and said, no. System guy, I'm also drunk. I saw in their novels that the newbie gift package for the system is either a few hundred billion yuan or a gift from a luxury car castle. Dare to say, if there's nothing left with me at the beginning, I'll just empty-handed get a white wolf. Hello host, this system does not support idle people. If you are unable to complete even beginner tasks, we will determine that you have no value as a host, and naturally you will not receive anything. On the contrary, as long as you successfully complete tasks, there are many good things in this system. Jiang Tai remained silent for a moment and asked, currently, my only skill is the Eye of God. Yes, the God's Eye skill can see information about its own attributes and target women's related attributes. More skills will be unlocked as you progress in the host stage. Jiang Tai thought for a moment and said there were no other issues. So, the task timer is starting. Host, good luck to you. Chapter 2. Classmates, let's go on a date. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Tai rode an electric bike and headed towards the direction of the university city. Time is tight, tasks are heavy. If you want to deal with girls for 1,500 yuan, you can only start with student girls. At the same time, open the system information panel in your mind. I clicked on the description of appearance. System appearance rating criteria: a beauty score of 1.59 indicates a person with poor or average appearance. This type of crowd is automatically blocked by the system. People with a beauty value of 60.69 are those with average or above appearance, who have a good foundation and are pseudo-beauties. After applying makeup, they can attract some men. This type of population has a high self-esteem and is prone to princess disease, so it is also automatically blocked by the system. A beauty level of 70.79 is considered a true beauty group, generally ranging from class flower to school flower. A female celebrity with a beauty level of 80.89, this group of people can already rely on their faces to make a living, and many film and television actresses are in this range. A stunning beauty with a beauty value of 90.99, with a stunning appearance that is rare to come across. Goddess in the legend with a beauty of 100, attachment. The male appearance score is converted equally, and the system will not repeat it here. After seeing the system introduction information, Jiang Tai silently nodded. Reasonable rating. I remember in earlier years, the internet used a 10-point rating system, where 7 points were already considered beautiful women and 8 points and 9 points were considered celebrity standards. This conversion to a percentage system is objective and reasonable. However, later on, many female chicken soup internet celebrities made outrageous statements in order to harvest women's leaks, causing some women's confidence to expand unprecedentedly. For example, a 3-part female looking for an online chicken soup teacher expresses that she has an ordinary appearance and lacks confidence. The female chicken soup teacher will tell her that although you have a foundation of 3 points, if you can apply makeup, you can become 6 points. Then, through the P chart or slimming face, you will become a woman with an 8-point appearance, no less than those female celebrities. You are a goddess, and there will be many licking dogs that you are obsessed with. There have been many such situations, which have led to the appearance score being mostly artificially high, and many outrageous goddesses have also emerged. Miao Language Coffee was not far from the university city, so after a while, Jiang Tai arrived at the university city area. Jiang Tai chose a place with a high flow of people, parked his electric bike on the roadside, and walked towards the crowd. At the same time, issue instructions to the system in the mind, and the eye of God scans girls with a facial value of 75 or above, and locks the target. In early September and early autumn, the weather is still quite hot. Within Jiang Taimu's reach, many girls dress in cool and refreshing clothes, making them look pleasing to the eye. The air is filled with a moist youthful atmosphere. Ding, I found a girl with a beauty score of 75. With the sound of the system in his mind, Jiang Tai looked at a girl queuing up at the milk tea shop ahead. The girl has shoulder-length black hair and is wearing a wind-purple suspender with a black shawl over it. Wearing denim shorts and flesh-colored ultra-thin stockings, and wearing a pair of half-high-heeled open-toe sandals on the feet, it looks extremely beautiful. Especially those slender and beautiful legs, dressed in light and thin flesh-colored stockings, shimmered faintly in the sunlight, full of hazy beauty. Name: Feng Yu. Age: 18. Height: 166 weight. 51 kilograms. Appearance: 75 body size. 86 favorite rating. 0, stranger, charging. 0 features. Love brain, liking handsome guys, feet, neck are sensitive points of the body. Intimate relationship. Not activated. System, what does charging mean? Charging is. You know. After listening to the system's response, Jiang Tai was stunned for a moment, and then instantly understood. Just choose her. Jiang Tai decided to walk towards the milk tea shop. As he got closer to the target girl, he suddenly felt nervous and anxious in his heart. His mother, he is also a school grass with a face value of 79 points. In recent years, there have been many senior students pursuing or expressing good feelings towards themselves in school. But after being with Gu Xiaoman, Jiang Tai consciously distanced himself from other girls, deliberately keeping a distance, let alone actively flirting with them. So, when suddenly trying to strike up a conversation with a beautiful stranger, I naturally feel nervous. Thinking this way, the person has already walked up to Feng Yu. Jiang Tai calmed down and gently patted Feng Yu before speaking. "Hello classmate, I was just taking a aimless walk when I suddenly saw that you looked very nice in the sunshine. I was quite tempted and thought it would be a pity to miss out. So, could you get to know me?" "Ah." Feng Yu hesitated for a moment and looked up and down at the person who was speaking below. Seeing his sunny and handsome demeanor, soared eyebrows and starry eyes, he looked upright and not very like a bad person. Unconsciously, he let down his guard. "Ah. Hello classmate, my name is Feng Yu. Nice to meet you." Ding, Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 30. Jiang Tai saw that Feng Yu's response was quite enthusiastic, and his mentality relaxed, and his speech became more calm. Number 34, "Classmate, do you often drink milk tea at this milk tea shop?" Number 34, "Ah. No, it's my first time coming. I followed the crowd and didn't think about what to order for a while. I'm a freshman at Dongsha University of Finance and Economics and I'm not very familiar with this place." "That's a coincidence, Junior. I'm a senior from your neighboring Normal University. Speaking of which, I often come to this milk tea shop, and it's also the best milk tea shop in this university district. I'll have some later." "Ah. Okay. Boss, 2 cups of autumn whispers. This milk tea is mixed with citrus juice and grapefruit pulp, adding these 2 seasonal fruits to taste the flavor of autumn. The last few drops of pomegranate juice added are like a girl's tears when she sees the bleak autumn scenery, leaves and branches, and sparrows fall in love with the scenery. This is the origin of the light name of autumn." Ding, Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 30. Jiang Tai was talking nonsense in a serious manner, but he didn't expect Feng Yu's favorability to increase to 60 on this side. Feng Yu heard Jiang Tai's introduction and felt a palpitating heart. At the age of 18, it is the time for a young girl to embrace spring. She has also watched many idol dramas and read many love stories. How can she not yearn for love? "I didn't expect that my freshman year would just come and report, so I ran into this handsome senior student." She couldn't help but secretly look up at Jiang Tai, her face turning red for no apparent reason. She quickly lowered her head again and said softly, "Senior. You understand." Ding, Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 10. Jiang Tai looked at the system prompt and felt great joy in his heart. "As soon as I met, my liking for chatting reached 70, indicating that this girl has a crush on me. Then strike while the iron is hot." Watching the girl in front of him bow her head and remain silent, Jiang Tai reached out and gently stroked Feng Yu's hair. He reached out his hand under the shocked expression of the other party, with an autumn leaf on his palm. He said softly, "A leaf fell on your hair just now." Feng Yu's face turned even redder. "Feng, if you're free later, I'll treat you to a movie this afternoon and have dinner together. Dating and watching movies may be an old routine, but it is already sufficient for first-year girls." "Ah. I. Feng Yu was overwhelmed by the sudden invitation. She already had a good impression of the boy in front of her, but after all, it was her first time meeting him today. She didn't know whether to agree or refuse, and her words became incoherent for a moment. "Well, Feng, I really think you look so cute now, so I really want to schedule a meeting with you. Let's go." After speaking, Jiang Tai naturally took Feng Yu's hand. Ding, Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 10. Chapter 3. Ambiguity in Cinemas. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Tai held Feng Yu's hand, who didn't struggle or resist, just blushed like a ripe apple. Ding, Feng Yu has a liking rating of 80, lover, it was so smooth, Jiang Tai didn't even expect his charm to be so high. Over the past few years, he has been completely devoted to Xiaoman, wasting 3 years of his youth. Today, a face-to-face encounter and a cup of milk tea made the other person fall in love with themselves. Perhaps there is an opportunity today to unlock intimate relationships. Thinking of this, Jiang Tai asked the system a question. Introduction and explanation of favorability and unlocking intimate relationships. Hello host, the following is an introduction to the target's favorability towards the host. Favorite rating 0, stranger likelihood rating 1.30, understanding favorite rating 31.60, friends likelihood 61.79, ambiguous favorite rating of 80.89, success rate of unlocking intimacy for lovers 20%, favorite rating 90.99. Success rate of passionate and intimate relationships 50%, true love with a 100% favorability can 100% successfully unlock intimate relationships. In the cinema, Jiang Tai chose the couple's seat located at the back, and the armrest between the two positions of the couple's seat can be opened to facilitate private communication between couples. Jiang Tai also plans to find opportunities to build closer relationships during the upcoming film viewing process. At this moment, Feng Yu didn't even take in the content of the movie, and her mind was in a state of confusion. I just felt like I was dreaming, coming out of my dormitory in the afternoon and preparing to stroll around the commercial area of the university city. Why was he inexplicably approached by a boy and naturally held hands to watch a movie together? But this guy is so handsome and looks quite sunny. Walking with him hand in hand feels so happy. He is indeed the type he likes. I've been busy studying for several years in high school before, but I haven't been in love. Is this the feeling of love? While Feng Yu was lost in thought, Jiang Tai pulled open the armrest in the middle of his seat and then took the opportunity to hold Feng Yu towards him. With a soft and fragrant jade in his arms, Jiang Tai couldn't help but feel a surge in his heart. He lowered his head and whispered in Feng Yu's ear, "Is it comfortable to lean against me like this?" I don't know. I'm shy. Feng Yu felt her face burning and whispered softly. Ding, Feng Yu's favorability +2, ding, Feng Yu's favorability +2, ding, Feng Yu's favorability +2, ding, Feng Yu's favorability +2. After the movie ended, Jiang Tai took Feng Yu to a nearby tea restaurant for dinner. Feng Yu took a sip of lemon tea and held his head in his hand, wondering what he was thinking. Suddenly, she looked up at the senior student across from her, who was eating pineapple buns, and asked seriously. "Senior, I think you are very good at flirting with girls. Do you often approach girls like this?" Well, when faced with this sudden question, a wrong answer may immediately decrease one's favorability. Jiang Tai, who was gnawing on a pineapple bun, was startled and almost choked. His mind was spinning and he quickly organized his thoughts. "It's not that I can flirt, but that you're so charming that I can't help it." Number 34, humph. On the first day they met you, they were touched and hugged. It's hard not to doubt you. So, you, how many girlfriends have you talked about? Number 34, Feng Yu stared into Jiang Tai's eyes, noticing a slight nervousness. "Before you, I only talked about one thing, but when I parted ways, I locked my heart in love until I met you," Jiang Tai replied seriously. This statement is true and false, and Jiang Tai has only talked about Gu Xiaoman's girlfriend in recent years, which was separated last week. But if we talk about sealing our hearts and locking our love, it's far from the big picture. It's not until today that we came to flirt with our junior sister with the system's mission. But at this moment, a serious answer does seem like the truth. "Really, then why are you interested in me?" Feng Yu was already 8% convinced in her heart, just wanting to confirm again. "I don't know either, maybe it's because we didn't know what happened, we went deeper." Ding, Feng Yu's favorability +2, Feng Yu's favorability rating has reached 90, passionate love, disgusting, smooth-tongued. Feng Yu bit the straw and felt quite happy. This senior seemed quite reliable. Unlike the playboy who played around everywhere, he was an ideal partner. Sure enough, this is love at first sight, love from heaven, domineering senior falling in love with me. It seems that he answered correctly. Seeing the increase in favorability, Jiang Tai breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, women are really strange. They say they hate them, but they feel like them in their hearts. However, now I may need to consider another issue. Currently, Feng Yu's favorability towards me has reached 90%, which means that attempting to unlock intimate relationships now has a 50% success rate. Do you want to try to complete the system beginner task while the iron is hot today? After all, the system only gave itself 3 days. Everything went surprisingly smoothly today. From the current perspective, Feng Yu has clearly been attracted to him, and there is indeed a chance to go further. However, on the other hand, there is also a possibility of failure. Once unlocking fails, it is likely that the favorability will decrease and a great sense of vigilance will arise. Therefore, it will be difficult to make another appointment within 3 days. Looking for another girl with a beauty score of 75 or above in the remaining time may not allow for time or money. So, how should we choose? Chapter 4. Call Me Darling. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After pondering for a long time, Jiang Tai decided to give up the idea of going further today. After all, the probability of failure is still too high. After calming down, I also understood why today was so smooth. Feng Yu is definitely a beautiful woman at the school flower level, and the reason why we have progressed so quickly with her today. There are too many external factors. Firstly, Jiang Tai himself is a handsome guy who can easily attract the favor of girls. Secondly, Feng Yu is a freshman and has not yet delved into the world. I am full of longing for love, and at the same time, I have not encountered too many dog-licking baptisms yet. Overall, it is relatively simple. If a girl in her 3rd or 4th year or a woman who has entered society has a favorable impression of Jiang Tai, she will always pretend to be reserved and guide her to make material contributions. In fact, for an 18-year-old romantic brain student, it's already great to be able to do this on the first day. If you try further forcefully, from a logical analysis perspective, it's likely that you won't succeed. Thinking of this, Jiang Tai said to Feng Yu, "Have you finished eating? It's getting late, I'll take you back to the school dormitory." Dongsha University of Finance and Economics has only recently settled in this university area. Not only is the hardware facilities excellent, but the green environment of the school is also very good. At this moment, Jiang Tai and Feng Yu are walking hand in hand on the campus. The moonlight was like water, and Jiang Tai looked at Feng Yu's face, feeling a moment of confusion in his heart under the hazy moonlight. Feng Yu and Gu Xiaoman seemed to slowly overlap in appearance. Once upon a time, he and Gu Xiaoman also walked hand in hand like this. The two of them also imagined the future together. At that time, whenever they talked about their future life, Gu Xiaoman's eyes were always filled with longing. But in the face of reality, so-called love has no resistance at all. A gentle touch can completely shatter it. Gu Xiaoman from the past was as pure and innocent as Feng Yu from now on. Will Feng Yu from the future also become Gu Xiaoman from now on? Jiang Tai shook his head and stopped thinking about these things. Nowadays, I have a system around me, and as long as I successfully complete beginner tasks, the future is not entirely in my hands. Downstairs of girls' dormitories, Feng Yu reluctantly released Jiang Tai's hand and said, "Then, senior, I'll go back to the dormitory." Jiang Tai smiled and gently embraced Feng Yu in his arms. "You forgot to say goodbye," he said, "senior." "Goodbye." Feng Yu buried her head in Jiang Tai's chest, feeling a unique male scent that made her a bit intoxicated. "Are you still calling me senior now? It's time to change your name." Jiang Tai stroked Feng Yu's hair and said mischievously, "You should call me dear." Upon hearing Jiang Tai's words, Feng Yu blushed again. She remembered that she had blushed many times today, but it seemed uncontrollable. It was so frustrating. "Humph, I'm ignoring you." With a coquettish expression, Feng Yu broke free from Jiang Tai's embrace and quickly ran back to the dormitory. Watching the other person leave, Jiang Tai burst into laughter. This girl ran away in despair. Late at night, Jiang Tai returned to his rental house and calculated today's consumption amount. 2 cups of milk tea for 30, 2 movie tickets for 100, dinner for 160, total cost 290. According to the system requirements, the cost on Feng Yu before successful intimacy cannot exceed 1500. That means there is still over 1,200 yuan left for the date budget, and the 3-day deadline has already been used for 1 day, with only 2 days left, which means there is only one chance for a date left. While thinking, DDD, the sound of text messages came from my phone. It was sent by Feng Yu. Senior, what are you doing? I can't sleep. I miss you. Jiang Tai couldn't help but pout when he saw the information. After all, who can refuse a school flower with a romantic mind? Didn't we just separate for a while and then miss me again? Humph, my attitude is not right. It seems like I'm not constantly thinking about me, pretending to be aloof after teasing someone, and not even knowing to send me messages proactively, scumbag. What is this all about? Jiang Tai couldn't help but laugh and cry, and the woman's brain circuits were also too magical. No way, I'm also thinking about you. I'm considering meeting you again tomorrow or the day after. Tomorrow, if someone else has nothing to do tomorrow, just tomorrow. Feng Yu was completely in a state of passionate love at this moment. Missing each other for a day was like 3 autumns apart. Okay, let's make an appointment tomorrow night at the Drunken Lemon restaurant. I'll give you a seat later. Drunken Lemon Restaurant is a restaurant in this university city with a good environment and atmosphere, and the price is also quite reasonable. It is an excellent dating destination. Jiang Tai thought for a moment and called a nearby couple hotel to book a round bed room with the theme of going to Love River for tomorrow night. Well, dinner costs around 700 to 800 yuan, and the hotel costs 300 yuan. The budget is similar, but due to budget constraints, this should be the best process I can think of. The rest is up to luck. Jiang Tai thought and sighed, cursing that the system was really stingy. He didn't even give Mao at the beginning, so he ended up completing the task on his own. Tomorrow morning, I have to go to school for an internship. It's useless to think too much. Let's go to bed first. The next morning Jiang Tai rode an electric scooter to Dongsha Normal Affiliated Middle School. As a senior undergraduate student at Dongsha Normal University, Jiang Tai studied traditional Chinese literature. I am currently serving as a Chinese teacher in Class 2 for 3 years during my internship. There is a beautiful woman who never forgets when you see her. If you don't see her for a day, thinking about her is like madness. Fengxi returns to her hometown, exploring the 4 seas to seek her phoenix. On the blackboard, Jiang Tai wrote on the board Feng Qiu Huan, and then explained to the students the origin of this poem. This is the last class in the morning, and after the bell rang, the students left the classroom one after another. Only Lu Shuiao, the homeroom teacher of Class 2, who sat as the last observer, remained. Lu Shuiao is dressed appropriately, dressed in professional attire as a teacher, with black hair curled up and soft features with a hint of scholarly charm. She is an intellectual beauty. Teacher Jiang, this class was well taught, and all the important knowledge points were covered. The interaction with the students was also good. As you can see, I prepared the lesson with great care. Lu Shuiao affirmed. Teacher Lu, it's good if you can approve. These children will soon face the entrance exam, and I dare not be careless, Jiang Tai replied. Ding. Found a strategic target. In my mind, the sound of the system comes. Jiang Tai was slightly taken aback, then realized that Lu Shuiao was also a beautiful woman with a beauty score of 70 or above, which could be a target for strategy. Display target information. Name. Lu Shuiao. Age. 27. Height. 162 weight. 56 kilograms. Appearance. 77 body size. 83 favorite rating. 40, friend, charging. 2 features. Warm-hearted, likes responsible people, and has a sensitive waist. Intimate relationship. Not activated. Jiang Tai nodded in his heart, and teacher Lu was already very good. She is quite beautiful, and at the age of 27, she has only had sex with two opposite sexes. She is also a kind-hearted person based on the introduction of her characteristics. If there is a chance in the future, you can learn more about her. Hey, if it weren't for Teacher Zhang being sick, we wouldn't be able to ask you to take on the job temporarily. You shouldn't be under too much pressure. As an intern teacher, you didn't have that much workload, Lu Shuiao said apologetically. It's okay, Teacher Lu. This is also a great experience for me. Let's go to the cafeteria for lunch together. Jiang Tai thought for a moment, and since Teacher Lu is also a strategic target, he still needs to cultivate emotions. At present, I am short of money, so let's start with the school cafeteria. Chapter 5. Help me visit my home. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The two of them arrived at the campus cafeteria. Lu Shuiao ordered 3 fresh fried rice, Jiang Tai ordered beef vermicelli casserole, and bought 2 cups of coffee. Teacher Lu, have a cup of coffee to refresh your mind. You still have 2 classes in the afternoon, Jiang Tai handed over a cup of coffee. Okay, thank you. Lu Shuiao took a sip of coffee, but there was still a hint of fatigue between her eyebrows and eyes. It's obvious that I stayed up late to work again last night. Dongsha Normal Affiliated Middle School, as a key high school in Dongsha, attracts students who either excel in their studies or come from extremely affluent families. Regardless of which one is good, both the school and parents have extremely high expectations for the admission rate of their students, which naturally puts a lot of work pressure on the teachers of this school. The 3-year second class led by Lu Shuiao and Jiang Tai is in the junior high school department, but in the blink of an eye, it is about to reach the critical point of junior high school to high school. Jiang Tai is fine, after all, he is just an intern teacher. Although he temporarily replaces the sick Teacher Zhang, as long as he does his job well, it is enough. Lu Shuiao is different, as the homeroom teacher and math teacher of class 2. Her tasks are heavy, so she often works late into the night during this period. The 1.5 hours of lunch break at school is one of the few times she can relax and rest. Teacher Lu, although work is important, you should also pay attention to rest, Jiang Tai said with concern. Hey, the overall performance of class 2 in the last mock exam was not as expected, and we still need to think of a solution for the next few months. Lu Shuiao took a sip of coffee and seemed to remember something again. By the way, Teacher Jiang, Songwan hasn't been attending class for 2 days, and when I called her home, no one answered. Songwan and Jiang Tai remembered this girl. She was the math class representative of class 2 in the 3rd year, and her grades were very good. However, recently it seems that she has often been in a low mood and lacks concentration in class. Songwan. Is something wrong with her family? Now is the most critical time for studying, it's strange not to come to class for 2 days. I'm not sure about the specific situation, but when Songwan finished school last week, I saw several social figures waiting for her at the school gate and said something to her. She seemed very scared. Teacher Jiang, could you help me go to Songwan's house for a home visit tomorrow? I've been too busy with work these past few days and can't leave. Jiang Tai glanced at Lu Shuiao and saw her worried expression, feeling very fond of her in his heart. In today's society, there are too many mixed-up teachers who just muddle through, and there are also a few who are as serious and responsible as Lu Shuiao. Sure, please send me Songwan's address and I will go to her house tomorrow morning to inquire about the situation. Ding! Lu Shuiao's favorability has increased by 10 points. Thank you, it's really hard for you, Teacher Jiang. As the sun sets in the west, as the last class bell rings, students leave the school one after another, and teachers also leave work one after another. At the school gate Jiang Tai was about to leave riding an electric scooter when he suddenly saw several social figures looking at the door. His heart was shocked. Are these people the thugs that Teacher Lu called them? He approached intentionally or unintentionally, and the voices of several people talking could be heard in his ear. Go to TMD, haven't seen anyone for 2 days. This little thing is clearly avoiding us. What's the boss doing? TMD, kill them. The big ones are deceiving us, and the small ones are missing. It's really shameless. Hee hee. They're going to force us to do something tough. Let's go. Let's go back today and have them look good tomorrow. Seeing the thug leave, Jiang Tai felt lost in thought. It seemed that Songwan's family had encountered something, and he needs to inquire about it during the home visit tomorrow morning. After sorting out his emotions, Jiang Tai put all his chaotic thoughts behind him and headed towards the direction of the university city. Leave tomorrow's work to tomorrow, there is only one goal for today. Take care of the schoolgirl, complete the system beginner task, and reach the pinnacle of life. Jiang Tai first arrived at the couple hotel and requested to take a look at the room. The room attendant brought Jiang Tai to the guest room, which was decorated very romantically. There are large murals on the wall, adorned with romantic decorations. The circular bed is comfortable and spacious, with a moderately soft and hard mattress and a soft and gentle blanket, giving people a warm and comfortable feeling. The lighting in the room is relatively soft and has an emotional tone, appearing warm and romantic. There is also an exquisite dressing table and bathroom in the room, fully equipped and clean. Very good. Jiang Tai returned to the hotel front desk, paid the room fee, and verified his identity information. Add another 100 yuan and cover the bed with petals of red roses and blue fairy maidens. After leaving the hotel, it was already getting late. Jiang Tai immediately rushed to the Drunken Lemon restaurant. Drunken Lemon restaurant is a romantic-themed Western restaurant. A tripod piano is placed in the lobby, and the bar displays various red wines and whiskeys. You can also see the bartender blending cocktails. The long Western dining table is very upscale, and the vases on the table are all arranged with rose arrangements. The sound system plays classical light music, making it easy for people to relax and enjoy. Jiang Tai chose the quietest dining table to sit down at, and Feng Yugong just sent a message saying that he would be there in a while. Waiter, take a look at the menu. Jiang Tai gestured to the waiter to bring the menu and calculated the unit price of the dishes in his mind. After all, the budget is limited. Just now, the hotel room fee was 300 plus 100 rose decorations. The remaining available budget is only 800 now. If you accidentally order more than this price, the system's novice tasks will fail and you will lose a lot. Ordering dishes, 2 meal packages, 1 Drunken Lemon special salad, 1 soft fried cheese beef tapas, 1 beef pancake, 500 GT. Bone steak, 1 Spanish seafood rice, 2 cocktails, red wine. Forget it. A small bottle of peach red sparkling wine. That's it. How much do you charge? Number 34, hello sir, a total of 780, Jiang Tai looked at the time and Feng Yu should be coming soon. He signaled to the waiter to start serving the dishes. Not long after, Feng Yu arrived. Today, Feng Yu wore a plaid JK short skirt paired with a blue sailor suit, a pair of white knee-length socks, and black leather shoes on her feet, making her look cute and playful. Good evening, senior. Feng Yu was in a great mood when he saw Jiang Tai and quickly walked over to Jiang Tai's side to sit down. Chapter 6. Senior, no. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. I said, it's time to call me my dear. Jiang Tai lightly flicked Feng Yu's forehead with his finger and said with a mischievous smile on his face, call you disobedient. Humph, you know you're bullying me, Feng Yujiao said angrily, and then raised her small powder fist to hit Jiang Tai a few times while the two were playing and frolicking. Dishes were brought up one by one. Stop fussing, have a meal. Jiang Tai cut the steak into pieces, dipped it in sauce, and put it into Feng Yu's plate. This is delicious, Feng Yu muttered with a slurred mouth, delicious, just eat more. Come on, take a bite of the beef pancake. Jiang Tai picked up a piece of beef pancake with a fork and put it into Feng Yu's mouth. Woo-woo. It's so fragrant. Feng Yu's eyes were filled with a sense of satisfaction from the delicious food. Come on, have a taste of seafood fried rice. Jiang Tai picked up a spoonful of seafood rice with his spoon and fed it to Feng Yu. Ah, the shrimp in this rice is so chewy. Cheers. Jiang Tai gently hugged Feng Yu and gestured for her to pick up the cocktail, clink the glass, and drink it. Number 34, Senior, the environment here is really nice, it feels so romantic. Number 34, Feng Yu took a sip of the cocktail, with a hint of charm in her eyes. She looked at Jiang Tai and murmured. After hearing this, Jiang Tai smiled and stroked Feng Yu's hair with his hand, then whispered in her ear, now, I want to taste your lips. Then he kissed Feng Yu's lips. Boom. Feng Yu's mind was blank, and a strange sensation came from his lips, sweeping his entire body like an electric shock. She seemed to be able to hear her heart thumping and her breathing becoming increasingly urgent. Ding, Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 2 points. The first kiss is gone. Villain, bullying me again. But I feel inexplicably comfortable. While Feng Yu was lost in thought, Jiang Tai gently pushed her away. He looked at Feng Yuhong's pouting face and smiled, helping her trim her slightly messy hair. Then he said to her, let me play a song for you. Jiang Tai sat on the triangular piano in the store and gave a simple sound test. Then gently caressing the keys with both hands, a pleasant melody came out. This piano piece is called Wedding in a Dream, with a romantic melody, elegance, and a hint of sadness. Jiang Tai studied piano for several years when he was a child. Although he put it down later, he was still able to play a few familiar pieces with ease. Feng Yu stood still in her seat, feeling as if her heart had melted and overflowed with tenderness. She couldn't help but close her eyes, as if she had a picture in her mind. In the holy auditorium, she was dressed in a white wedding dress, and the man opposite her in a handsome dress was Jiang Tai. He looked at her affectionately, asking if he was willing to be his bride. I am willing. Feng Yu had already given a response in her heart, and the corners of her eyes were already slightly moist. Ding! Feng Yu's favorability has increased by 5 points. At the end of the song, the restaurant heard a lot of applause. Many young women cast admiring glances at Jiang Tai. Jiang Tai bowed slightly to the applauding guests, and at that moment, it was as elegant as a medieval nobleman. Does it sound good, dear? Jiang Tai returned to his seat and asked Feng Yu. Feng Yu took the opportunity to lean into Jiang Tai's arms. It sounds great, especially beautiful, my dear. I really like you. At this moment, the girl of Huichuan has completely fallen. Jiang Tai opened the peach-red sparkling wine, poured it for himself and Feng Yu, and said, cheers, to our sweet life. A bottle of wine bottomed out, and Feng Yu was almost drunk. Jiang Tai whispered in her ear, where do you want to go next? I can go anywhere, as long as I'm with you. Then I lay down on the table and got drunk. Jiang Tai gave a bitter smile, this silly girl. Then she left the restaurant behind her back. In the taxi, Jiang Tai looked at Feng Yu beside him. I have been thinking about a question in my heart. Do I really like her? This simple and lovely girl likes me so much. I will take her body later, because I really like her, or just to complete the system's task. If you just treat her as a tool, what's the difference between yourself and those scumbags who play with women? As the goal was getting closer and closer, Jiang Tai began to feel conflicted in his heart. He had a kind nature from childhood to adulthood. He has not let down anyone around him, and his high moral standards are evident in Gu Xiaoman's ability to maintain a distance from so many girls for 3 years. At this moment, his conscience interrogated him. After an unknown amount of time, Jiang Tai often breathed a sigh of relief and his heart suddenly became clear. Of course I like her. She is young and beautiful, and I am also single now. I did not deceive her. I completed system tasks to receive rewards and to live better with you in the future. It's not like I cut off the relationship with her just by completing the task. What's so complicated about this? As a person, it's good to have a clear conscience. What's the point of being indecisive about everything? The taxi driver parked the car at the hotel entrance and signaled for a fare of 20. Jiang Tai thought to himself, Tenant is really stuck at a consumption amount of 1,500. After paying the fare, he supported Feng Yu, who was drunk, and resolutely entered the couple's hotel. Inside the hotel, the room attendant looked at Jiang Tai with a drunken beauty and remembered receiving him in the afternoon. I couldn't help but give a thumbs up and gestured to Jiang Tai with my eyes, brother Nyobi, brother steady. Jiang Tai nodded to the room attendant and entered the room with a firm gaze. Jiang Tai carried Feng Yu to bed and helped her take off her small leather shoes, allowing her to lie flat on the bed. Then he went to the bathroom to wet the towel and helped Feng Yu wipe her face. Wake up. Jiang Tai has his own bottom line. He cannot do these things when a woman is completely drunk. Feng Yu will wake up later, and if he does not agree, he will not force it. In a daze, Feng Yu saw someone calling out his name and slowly opened his eyes. She opened her eyes and saw Jiang Tai. Her lover felt extremely happy in front of her. Then she saw the rose petals all over the bed, so romantic, she thought foolishly. Finally, she realized that she was lying in bed, her face turned red again, and she picked up a pillow to bury it in her face. Whispering softly, "Bad man, you want to bully me again. Do you like me? Let's really be together then." Jiang Tai whispered in her ear. I don't know. Feng Yu's heart was in turmoil, her brain was close to freezing. Number 34, it's okay, I'll teach you number 34, Jiang Tai took the pillow away, but Feng Yu did not resist. Jiang Tai kissed Feng Yu's lips, and Feng Yu began to respond. Ding. Feng Yu's favorability +1 inch ding. Feng Yu's favorability rating is 0.1 inch ding. Feng Yu's favorability +1 inch ding. Feng Yu's favorability rating is 0.1 inch. The sound of the system echoed in her mind, and seeing her favorability swaying back and forth, Jiang Tai knew that she was extremely conflicted inside. I am planning to strengthen my offensive a bit. Feng Yu suddenly broke free and said softly, Senior. No way. Chapter 7. Novice Task Completion. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Tai didn't speak, just quietly looked at Feng Yu. Senior. Dear. I'm so scared. Feng Yu hugged her chest with both hands and her body trembled slightly. Be good, not afraid. If you're really afraid, let's rest well and don't do anything. Jiang Tai hugged Feng Yu and said gently. I'm afraid that you won't want me in the future. I really like you, but will you always like me? Feng Yu's voice grew louder and louder. I'm afraid you're just playing around. Jiang Tai looked at the beautiful woman in front of him with pear blossoms falling in the rain and said seriously, I swear to heaven that I am serious to you. If you follow me, you will be my lover, and I will not disappoint you. If you violate this oath, heaven will strike with lightning. Ding. Feng Yu has a 100% liking rating. Ding. Feng Yu's intimate relationship has been successfully unlocked. Ding. The host has successfully completed the beginner task. Ding. Host activation beginner gift pack. Ding. The host has passed the internship test and become an official host. The system is open for the first phase of the main task. The main task of the first stage is to achieve a 5% success rate on the drunk sleeping beauty. Jiang Tai woke up to the jingle of the system and took a long breath. After completing the beginner task and passing the internship period, I officially become the system host, and from then on, my destiny will be firmly in my hands. Open the beginner's gift pack. The beginner's gift package has been opened, containing items such as a Mercedes-Benz S400L luxury model, a 260 square meter large flat room in Dongsha Jingxiu Tianhua, 1 million yuan in cash, 10 basic attribute points, skill rewards, and beginner-level combat. With the sound of the system, a Mercedes-Benz key appeared out of thin air and fell into Jiang Tai's hands. Didi, a text message is coming from my phone. Your card number ending in 1188 has transferred 1 million yuan, with a current balance of 1000212. Your house is located in building 1 of Jingxiu Tianhua, and your Mercedes-Benz car has already been parked in the parking space of building 1. Jiang Tai felt ecstatic in his heart, and as a result, he could be considered to have entered the ranks of the middle class. Previously, due to the system's stingy release of beginner tasks, he no longer had much hope for the beginner gift package. Now it seems that the things are still good. How to use attribute points and skill rewards in the system. Hello host, you can open your own attribute panel and freely choose the corresponding attribute to add. Note that the attribute limit is 100, and you cannot add more than 100. As for skill rewards, you can directly choose to enable it to automatically form a picture in your mind and obtain skills. Host, I would like to clarify that the reason why the skill in the beginner's gift pack is beginner fighting is because at this stage, your main task is to meet high-quality beauties and unlock them intimately. Beauties are a scarce resource in society, and in this process, you may inevitably encounter danger. To avoid being accidentally killed, beginner fighting skill is a very practical beginner skill. I'm Nima. It sounds like I'm still in a high-risk industry now, learning skills and getting started in combat. With Jiang Tai's skilled learning instructions, many clear images came to mind, such as Dragon Country Ancient Martial Arts, Muay Thai, Sakura Country Judo, Baseball Country Taekwondo. Various fighting genres and movies are generally spread to Jiang Tai's sea of knowledge. Jiang Taichang took a breath and slowly exhaled. I just feel that I am also a martial arts master, and the so-called beginner to combat is only relative to the system. In fact, Jiang Tai's combat ability at this moment is comparable to some Sanda champions and Muay Thai boxing champions. Open the personal properties panel. Name. Jiang Tai. Age. 21 years old. Appearance score. 79 points. Physical strength. 20, average human level, endurance. 30, average level of human network, physical fitness. 5 financial resources. 1,212 yuan. System phase. The formal first phase. Main task. Lie on the knee of a drunken beauty, with a target achievement rate of 5%. Skill. Eye of God, can see relevant information about the target woman, beginner in combat. Add 10 attribute points to stamina. Jiang Tai operated on the attribute panel. Then I took a look at the panel page with updated properties. Name. Jiang Tai. Age. 21 years old. Appearance score. 79 points. Physical strength. 30, human excellent level, endurance. 30, average level of human network, physical fitness. 6 financial resources. 1,212 yuan. System phase. The formal first phase. Main task. Lie on the knee of a drunken beauty, with a target achievement rate of 5%. Skill. Eye of God, can see relevant information about the target woman, beginner in combat. System, how to complete the main task of drunk sleeping beauty knee specifically, and what will happen after completion. Jiang Tai stared at the main task and decided to clarify this question. Hello host, the drunk sleeping beauty knee task requires you to constantly conquer and have an intimate relationship with high beauty beauties. The completion rate of the task is related to the beauty of the conquered beauties. The specific association is as follows. 70.79 points. Beauty increases task completion by 5% after completing intimate relationships. 80.89 points. Beauty increases task completion by 10% after completing intimate relationships. A beautiful woman with a score of 90.99 increases her task completion rate by 20% after completing an intimate relationship. If a 100% goddess completes an intimate relationship, it can directly increase the task completion by 50%. Establishing intimate relationships with each beautiful woman can earn corresponding rewards, and completing the first stage main quest can earn huge rewards. At the same time, start the second stage main quest. What is the main task of the second stage? Jiang Tai asked. Hello host, the specific content of the second stage main task needs to be completed in order to know. Okay, I understand. Jiang Tai clarified these issues and closed the conversation with the system. A lazy voice came in. Feng Yu has awakened leisurely. Chapter 8. Home Visits. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Tai remembered Lu Shuiao's request to visit Xiaoman's home today. Although Jiang Tai's value has become like clouds and mud overnight, Lu Shuiao is also a strategic target. In order to obtain system rewards, he wants to try to increase his favorability, so he is not planning to quit his internship at school for the time being. Coincidentally, Jiang Tai looked at the address sent by Lu Shuiao and found that Xiaoman's family also lived in Jingxiu Tianhua, which is on the second floor of Building 3. Jiang Tai found his small electric scooter on the roadside, touched the front of the car, and said, "Old buddy, if you use it again today, you will retire. You can use Mercedes-Benz for transportation in the future." About half an hour later, Jiang Tai rode his electric bike to the entrance of Jingxiu Tianhua community. As a high-end residential area in Dongshi, the security here is relatively strict, and ordinary people are generally not allowed to enter. The security guard at the entrance saw Jiang Tai riding an electric scooter and thought it was for delivering takeout or promoting sales, so he approached to inquire. "I'm here. I'm the owner here, I'll go home." Jiang Tai originally intended to come for a home visit, but then he thought to himself, "I'm already the owner here. Do you need any excuse to go home? Are you the owner?" The security guard looked up and down at Jiang Tai, seeing that although he looked very talented, he was dressed in cheap clothes and rode a small electric bike. He didn't look like a homeowner who could afford to buy tens of millions of square meters. He couldn't help but make sarcastic remarks. "Go ahead. You're still the homeowner of the community, using sales tactics. I've been a security guard for over a decade, and I can tell at a glance that you're a poor bee, so hurry up and get lost." Jiang Tai was furious at the security guard's words. He said coldly, "I am the owner of the second floor of Building 1, Jingxiu Tianhua. My name is Jiang Tai. I need to go home now. If you dare to stop me again, I will report to the police directly. Did you put on Nima's outfit with me?" The security guard looked at Jiang Tai with disdain in his eyes. The other security guard who was originally watching the excitement had a relatively calm personality. When he saw Jiang Tai like this, he was stunned for a moment. Is he really the owner, so tough? Let's call the sales department to confirm. Sir. Please wait a moment, I will confirm your information with the sales department. About 5 minutes later, a person in a suit rushed to the entrance. Hello, is this Mr. Jiang Tai Jiang? I am your account manager, Chen Lin. Yesterday, you purchased a 2-story large flat building with a total transaction amount of 23 million yuan. Here are the room key and contract, Chen Lin said politely. Well, but I was just about to go home when someone stopped me and made sarcastic remarks about me. Is this what you call the owner experience of high-end residential areas? Jiang Tai said coldly. Chen Lin looked at the security guard who was blocking the way just now and said, "What kind of thing are you? The owners here are either wealthy or wealthy, and it's something you can afford to offend. If you don't know anything about the situation, you can use hurtful language. I will report this matter to the company leadership. Please pack up your things and get ready to go." The security guard who just blocked the way turned pale and blue, apologizing repeatedly, "Mr. Jiang, I'm really sorry. It's my fault. You don't mind being a troublemaker, don't argue with me." Jiang Tai ignored him and walked towards his residence. Come to the second floor of a building. Open the door and see the layout of the room as clearly as possible. The large flat decoration of Jingxiu Tianhua is very luxurious, from furniture to wallpaper and artworks, all of which are very exquisite. Using high-end materials and modern design concepts, creating a unique atmosphere. And it has high-end supporting facilities, including central air conditioning, smart home systems, high-end bathroom facilities, spacious study rooms, and entertainment rooms. Jiang Tai felt very satisfied and took the elevator to the underground parking lot, where he saw his brand new Mercedes-Benz S400L. The Mercedes-Benz S400L, as a mid to high-end business vehicle in the Mercedes-Benz system, has been widely praised for its luxurious interior, spacious driving and riding space, and excellent performance. Jiang Tai opened the car door and sat in the driver's seat, feeling the comfort of the seats. Most importantly, the interior space was spacious, and in the future, he could also do many things inside the car. After getting out of the Mercedes-Benz, Jiang Tai took a deep breath and felt confident from the bottom of his heart. From this moment on, he truly went from being a poor loser to entering the middle class, and the excitement of the future will be immeasurable. Alright, it's time to take a look at Xiaoman's family situation. Speaking of which, their family can live in Jingxiu Tianhua, and the conditions are also good. So what have they encountered recently, and what's going on with the thugs on campus? Thinking this way, Jiang Tai has already arrived at Building 3. Enter the elevator and press the second floor button. Damn it, open the door. Don't be shameless. The banging sound on the door was deafening, and Jiang Tai could hear screams and curses before he even got out of the elevator. He couldn't help but frown. It seems that the security guard here needs to be replaced. Surprisingly, they casually let these people in. The elevator door opened and I saw a few people standing at Xiaoman's doorstep, who were the thugs I saw in school before. When someone came, one of the thugs asked Jiang Tai, "Who are you? What is your relationship with this family?" Jiang Tai glanced and saw 6 small thugs standing at the door, mostly wearing short sleeves and with tattoos on their arms, all of whom looked like they were gangsters. "I'm Xiaoman's teacher. I'm visiting my home today. Who are you? Why are you smashing doors in residential buildings? This is disturbing the people. Aren't you afraid of being taken away by the police?" A skinny guy with yellow hair among the thugs pointed to Jiang Tai, "The disturbance of going to Nima, Xiaoman's family now owes our boss several million. We are here to collect the debt, repay the debt, it's natural. Even if the police come, that's the case. You're a teacher, probably just a bookworm. You haven't experienced much in society before, so get out of here and don't get involved in this mess." He speaks with confidence. When he came over just now, a few people brought a cigarette to the security guard at the entrance. The security guard is also aware of the situation at Xiaoman's house and is confident that they will not be complained about. So I just turned a blind eye and didn't pay attention. Jiang Tai didn't get angry after hearing Huang Mao's words. He thought for a moment and said to the thug, "If you knock on the door like this, she won't be able to open it now. Alright, you guys leave first and come back this afternoon. I'm her teacher and I'll understand the situation with them. If there's any problem, we'll talk about it this afternoon." Among the 6 thugs, there was a scarred face that looked like the leader among them. He looked at Jiang Tai, remained silent for a moment, and then gestured for the other few to leave first. Before entering the elevator, he turned back to look at Jiang Tai and said, "Teacher, this kind of thing is usually avoided by most people. You also need to visit your home to understand the situation, which can be considered a good person. Lu Meng will give you this face, and we will come over this afternoon. If they still hide in the room like this, don't blame us for being impolite." After waiting for a few people to leave, Jiang Tai gently knocked on the door. "Songwan, are you at home? I'm teacher Jiang." "There's not much movement inside the door," Jiang Tai said again. "The teacher is alone at the door now, and there is no one else. The teacher is coming to visit your home today to learn about your recent situation." With a click, the door opened. Jiang Tai was stunned when a beautiful woman stood in the door. Chapter 9. My 36-year-old female tenant. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Ding, find a target that can be attacked. Display target information, name. Zhou Qi age. 36 height. 163 weight. 51 kilograms appearance. 81 body size. 86 favorite rating. 20 understanding, charging. 1 features. Weak personality, like strong-willed men, with sensitive points on the back. Intimate relationship. Not activated. Looking at the beautiful woman standing inside the room, Jiang Tai couldn't help but sigh in his heart. The most beautiful age for women is between 20.30, after which most women's appearance will decline. So there are very few people who can still be called beautiful women after the age of 35, but Zhou Qi in front of her is definitely a beautiful woman. Zhou Qi was wearing home clothes, but she couldn't conceal her good figure, especially her proud double peaks that almost stretched through her clothes, giving people a great sense of oppression. She didn't put on makeup, and her bare face accentuated her delicate features, especially her peach blossom eyes, which naturally exuded a charming aura. "Hello, are you teacher Jiang?" "I'm Zhou Qi, Songwan's mother." Zhou Qi looked at Jiang Tai with a guilty expression on her face. "I'm sorry for the trouble. Please sit down first and I'll pour you a glass of water." After Zhou Qi led Jiang Tai to his seat, he poured a glass of water and handed it to him. "Then sit down next to Jiang Tai." "Hello, this time I am commissioned by Ms. Liu, the homeroom teacher of Songwan, to visit your home and also to understand the reasons why Songwan has not been to school recently." Something has happened at home recently, and Ajun has been affected. She hasn't dared to go to school these past few days. I saw some members of society knocking on the door just now, saying that you owe them money. I have seen these people at school before, and that's why Songwan dare not go to school. Yes. Zhou Qi paused for a moment, her eyes suddenly turning red. My husband went bankrupt due to stock trading, and he borrowed a lot of high-interest loans in the last period of time to get back his capital. Where is your husband now? Jiang Tai saw tears swirling around Zhou Qi's eyes and handed him a tissue. He abandoned his wife and daughter and ran away. Zhou Qi wiped away her tears. After his last attempt failed, he ran away with other women with his remaining valuable belongings. Other women? Jiang Tai frowned slightly. Yes, my husband used to be a senior executive in a listed company with a decent job and a decent income. But in the past 2 years, he met a young woman and started crazy stock trading, quickly losing all his wealth. After listening to Zhou Qi's narration, Jiang Tai understood in his heart that this man had probably encountered a pig-killing plate. He ultimately chose to abandon his wife and daughter and run away with other women, which was mostly unlucky. Due to owing high-interest loans, I am unable to repay them. These debt collectors have come to my doorstep to make trouble, and I have also threatened my daughter at the school gate twice, so Xiaoman dare not go to school for classes these past 2 days. Zhou Qi said in a sad tone, tears streaming uncontrollably. How much money do you still owe them now? Jiang Tai asked. The house I am currently living in has already been listed for sale for over 10 million yuan, and I still have almost enough. There is still a high-interest loan company with a principal of 900,000 yuan left, but they say the rolling interest in a few months is almost 3 million yuan. Zhou Qi felt full of despair in her heart. Even though she sold the house and all the jewelry, she still couldn't pay it back. The principal is 900,000 yuan, and within a few months, the interest can roll up to 3 million yuan. Jiang Tai Luo was surprised. This kind of interest is obviously illegal, and you can report a warning to them for extortion. I also told them that the interest rate was too high, so they threatened me and said they wouldn't repay the money according to this amount, and they should pay more attention to safety when going out. Zhou Qi's tone was full of helplessness, and now I don't even have the principal of 900,000, so I can't even repay them the money. Jiang Tai remained silent as he pondered whether to help Zhou Qi dispose of the debt. From the data displayed in the system, it can be seen that Zhou Qi is a target that she can conquer, and she is also a target with a score of 80 or above. Although she is many years older than herself, she is still a beautiful woman. Meanwhile, due to her family situation, she has been abandoned by her husband, and even if she has an intimate relationship with her, there is no moral psychological burden. However, I only have a total of 1 million yuan in cash now, and if I help her with her debt, it will become tight again for a period of time. How long can you stay in your current house? Jiang Tai suddenly asked. I'll be moving out in the next 2 or 3 days. Zhou Qi's heart was filled with sadness as she thought she would soon face camping on the streets. Jiang Tai remained silent for a long time and decided to help Zhou Qi with her debt first. From Feng Yu's strategy results, it can be seen that as long as the target beautiful woman strategy is successful, she will definitely receive a reward of far more than 1 million yuan. Besides, Zhou Qi's appearance level is above 80, so the reward is definitely only high and not low. To take a step back, I have a garage by my side, so this 1 million is just a gamble. Even if I fail to win the strategy against Zhou Qi and don't receive the strategy reward, as Songwan's teacher, I don't want to see this orphan girl and widowed mother go to the brink. Is Songwan at home? Jiang Tai asked. She was in the room and didn't dare to come out. When she was disturbed in the morning, she even hid and didn't want to see anyone. If you're a little older than me, I'll call you Sister Zhou. Jiang Tai took out his room key and handed it to Zhou Qi. Coincidentally, you and I are also neighbors. During this time, you and Songwan can move into my house first. Zhou Qi was taken aback for a moment, not knowing why the young teacher in front of her was so kind to her. The reason why she chatted so much with Jiang Tai was because she had been too oppressive during this period and hoped to find someone to confide in. But the other party directly invited themselves to live with their children, which is why. Is teacher Xiaojiang interested in me? Zhou Qi knew she had beauty, but soon shook her head again. No, I am too old. Teacher Xiaojiang looks sunny and handsome, with a talented appearance and no shortage of young and beautiful girls. How could she take a liking to me? Amidst such wild thoughts, Zhou Qi's liking for Jiang Tai had skyrocketed. Ding, Zhou Qi's favorability has increased by 50%. Ding, Zhou Qi's favorability has reached 60. Friend, Teacher Jiang, this is not very convenient, right? Zhou Qi's mind was a bit confused now, and she instinctively refused. Convenient. My house has 5 rooms, you and Songwan each have 1. Jiang Tai looked at Zhou Qi and said seriously, Songwan is about to take the high school entrance examination in a few months, so don't fuss too much at this critical moment. Don't affect the child's learning. Zhou Qi's heart was moved, feeling that Jiang Tai's resolute demeanor was very manly. I can't help but feel a surge of spring. Well. That's really troublesome, Teacher Jiang, Zhou Qi repeatedly thanked. Don't worry about the matter of high-interest loans, I'll negotiate for you. Jiang Tai took a sip of water. There will be results today, wait for my news. Zhou Qiling was on the spot, not only willing to provide accommodation, but now willing to help negotiate even millions of debts. Why could this Xiaojiang teacher, who had no prior friendship with me and was only Songwan's teacher, achieve this level for us? I am now in poverty, and besides my beautiful body, what else is worth being photographed? Yes, I didn't think wrong earlier. Teacher Jiang did indeed take a liking to me. Zhou Qi's heart was completely confused. Chapter 10. Goodbye Gu Xiaoman. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. In this family reunion, Zhou Qi experienced her husband's betrayal and her heart was riddled with wounds. During this period of time, she has been dealing with high-interest loan collectors alone, while also protecting her daughter's safety. She has long been exhausted. At this moment, teacher Xiaojiang appeared and listened to his own experiences. Willing to provide accommodation for myself and my daughter, and willing to negotiate and communicate debts for myself. When I was alone and helpless, I gave myself support. For Jiang Tai's help, Zhou Qi couldn't think of any other reason, it could only be that the other party was interested in her beauty. Zhou Qi looked at Jiang Tai and felt that he was sunny and handsome, and his speech was appropriate. And living in high-end residential areas like Jingxiu Tianhua at a young age, it is obvious that the financial resources are not bad. Are you dreaming? Is it really possible for people with such conditions to take a liking to themselves who are married and have children? Ding, Zhou Qi's favorability +10, amidst her wild thoughts, Zhou Qi became increasingly fond of Jiang Tai. Upon seeing the system prompt, Jiang Tai understood that the beautiful woman in front of him was about to fall. It seems that I have made the right choice. Sister Zhou, if there's no problem, you and Song Wan can move now. I'm worried that those thugs coming this afternoon will scare the children, Jiang Tai said to Zhou Qi. Okay, thank you very much, Teacher Jiang. I'll move over with my child now. Jiang Tai looked at the time and it was already noon. Thinking about having to communicate and negotiate with the collection team this afternoon, we still need to fill our stomachs first. So I said to Zhou Qi, Sister Zhou, I'll buy some fried chicken burgers from a fast food restaurant near the neighborhood and pack them for you after finishing. Zhou Qi didn't have the energy to cook at the moment, so she thanked Jiang Tai and started organizing the moving items. There is a fast food restaurant near Jingxiu Tianhua community, named Ziahaha Burger House. Due to its delightful name and impressive taste, it is popular among diners. Jiang Tai used to work part-time here for a while, but later he went on an internship at school and quit his part-time job at a fast food restaurant. The part-time workers in fast food restaurants are mostly students with high mobility. This time, Jiang Tai didn't see any acquaintances either. After finishing a spicy burger combo, Jiang Tai packed 2 chicken leg burger combos. Walk towards the community. As we approached the entrance of the community, a beautiful woman walked towards us, who was Jiang Tai's ex-girlfriend Gu Xiaoman. At this moment, Gu Xiaoman is dressed in a professional fitted buttock skirt, showcasing a beautiful curve. My beautiful legs are wearing a pair of black stockings, and my feet are on high heels with red soles. There is no such thing as a pure and innocent student, vividly portraying the image of a white-collar lady in the workplace. Gu Xiaoman was also stunned when he saw Jiang Tai. Immediately, he caught a glimpse of the fast food in Jiang Tai's hand and a hint of mockery flashed on his face. It's quite a coincidence, why did you start delivering takeout at fast food restaurants again? Upon hearing Gu Xiaoman's mockery, Jiang Tai felt a wave of disgust in his heart. He didn't intend to answer, but suddenly a systematic sound appeared in his mind. Display target information, name. Gu Xiaoman age. 21 height. 165 weight. 49 kilograms appearance value. 80 body shape. 82 favorite rating. 50, friends, charging. 17 features. Proud personality, materialistic, legs are sensitive points of the body. Intimate relationship. Not activated. Jiang Tai only felt a loud bang in his mind. It feels like it's about to explode. The charging value is 17. According to the system's explanation, for every intimate relationship with the opposite sex, the charging frequency increases by 1. This means that Gu Xiaoman has already had an intimate relationship with 17 people. How could this be possible? Jiang Tai looked at Gu Xiaoman incredulously, as if the bits and pieces of the past few years were back in front of him. In the first year of their relationship, under the moonlight at the willow branches, the two passionately kissed. When Jiang Tai slid his hand into Gu Xiaoman's clothes, Gu Xiaoman grabbed his hand. Don't do this. It's too fast. Men who move around hate it the most, I don't like it. In the second year of our relationship, Valentine's Day, Jiang Tai worked part-time for 3 months and bought a new phone for Gu Xiaoman. In the Western restaurant, the atmosphere was filled with fine wine and champagne. However, as Jiang Tai was preparing to propose, Gu Xiaoman said, "I am different from other girls. Before marriage, I refused sexual activity. I want to keep my best self until the wedding night, I hope you can understand." In the third year of our relationship, winter snow fell heavily. The two of us watched a snowfall together. Gu Xiaoman leaned against Jiang Tai's arms and said gently, "I know you've endured a lot of hard work these years, but I'm actually the same. But I'm a traditional girl, and I still hope to wait a little longer. Let's get married after graduation." The past events pierced through Jiang Tai like a sharp blade, and he couldn't help but stumble. How could it be that the girl who has always been pure and lovely in my heart is so messy outside? I see, it turns out that anyone can do it themselves. You've been fooled by this woman for 3 years. Gu Xiaoman, you really shouldn't provoke me. I must make you pay a painful price. Jiang Tai worked hard to calm down his emotions. Intentionally ignoring Gu Xiaoman, he walked up to the security guard who was troubling him this morning. The security guard immediately nodded and bowed when he saw Jiang Tai coming over. "Mr. Jiang, have you returned?" Jiang Tai glanced at him and said, "Why haven't you left yet?" The security guard quickly apologized, "Mr. Jiang, I have been working in the community for many years, and I just pleaded with the manager. Please forgive me and leave me a bite to eat." Jiang Tai ignored the security guard and walked towards Zhou Qi's house. Gu Xiaoman, who was standing by, saw this scene and was filled with suspicion and uncertainty. Judging from the security guard's respectful attitude towards Jiang Tai just now, it cannot be the attitude of an external salesperson, but rather the attitude towards the owner. Is Jiang Tai the owner of this place? But the houses here are mostly over 20 million yuan, how could Jiang Tai afford to buy them? Did he pretend to be poor all these years in college? No, I need to find a chance to try again and see how much he weighs. On the other side, Jiang Tai handed the packaged meal to Zhou Qi and Song Wan, who seemed restless at the moment. Jiang Tai patted Song Wan on the shoulder and said, "Song Wan, your grades have always been very good, and the teacher is very optimistic about you. There is a high probability that you will be able to attend a good school in this high school entrance exam. Don't let anything else affect you. As for other matters, the teacher will help you handle them." Song Wan looked up at teacher Jiang and suddenly felt a sense of security in her heart. Afternoon Scarface Lu Meng brought a few small thugs back. "Kid, how can I say it? I spoke clearly this morning," Lu Meng said coldly when he saw that there was only Jiang Tai alone. "I'll handle the debt and take me to see your boss," Jiang Tai said calmly. "Are you going to handle the debt? Can you repay a few million?" Lu Meng couldn't figure it out. He was just a teacher, why should he take on this responsibility? "Yes, I'll handle it. It's not convenient to hand over so much amount to you. Take me to see your boss. You're not playing with us, right? Speaking of which, I can show you our boss earlier, but if you don't pay yet, you may not be able to stand up." Huang Mao glared at Jiang Tai with disbelief on his face. Lu Meng looked at Jiang Tai and saw that the other person's expression was calm, not like a casual remark. He has been pushing for this debt for a long time, maybe this is an opportunity. So he nodded and said, "Okay, I'll take you to see our boss."